All right, hello. It is Saturday night. We are back doing some more decals tonight on the MG Wing Gundam, and I don't know, doing our usual Saturday evening shenanigans here. We're giving away a master grade Gundam Ground Type this week, so that should be fun, and hopefully my cough stays away. Last week we ended a little bit early as my cough was starting. I was surviving pretty well. I've been feeling better overall the last week, but my cough the last few days has gotten really bad. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I should go see a doctor or something like that. It's not like bad in the sense that I can't deal with it. It's almost better in that it's not giving me a headache like it was before, but it just doesn't sound good. So hopefully I will be quick to mute the mic if I need to. Apologies if I miss the mic in time a few times tonight. So anyway, what's everyone up to? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm gonna jump into chat and say hello. Before I do, don't forget, number one, hit that like button. It totally helps other people see the stream. I really appreciate it. And I guess that's mainly it. You can check out the restock this week was pretty good. We've seemed to have a continuous supply of good stuff each week the last few weeks. So if you haven't been over to mechawarehouse.com, now's a great time to do that. So anyway, I want to jump into chat, say hello. What's everybody up to? What you all working on tonight? What's up, Susan O, Colin Thompson, Dylan Dull, Comic World Boss, Dan Bowman, Matthew Mahoney, hoping to finish my Leo tomorrow, still recovering from a broken hand. Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. Hopefully that recovery's going well for you, Matthew. What's up, Marcus, Lord Tiger, Rob Rosencrantz, Kyle Dixon, Anthony, Matthew Russ, Depeche, Gunplus Spade. It's been a while since I watched a Mecha Warehouse stream. Well, welcome back. Glad you made it back. What's up, Heathcliff, Douglas Alexander, Kyle Walter, Mark D. I found Gundam in the wild a few days ago. It was cool. Where was that, Susan O? So Tim Mott, Stealthy Bedlam, Michael Foster, Brainstorm, Howie Doodat, David Codd, D Viper 15PR, what's up? Christopher Arnold, good evening from Canada. Welcome, Christopher, what's up? Lowland Sandslash, what's up? Paradigm, I hope you feel better. Thanks. Me too. I've been getting gradually better. What's killing me is I want to go back to jiu-jitsu, and I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Especially where, like, tomorrow would be the morning I usually go next, and it seems like the phlegm or something's worse in the morning, so not the best time. We'll have to see how I feel in the morning, I guess. So Tim's odds and ends, King Z, Maverick Entity, time to finish up the MG Zaku J, nice. Marcus Lindsay building HG Charzaku 2 from Origin, nice. Shino Puneko, maybe. What's up? Big Hefe. Just finished HG Grays, nice. Finishing my Kembu, cool Dan. MG Yakushiki, it's a cool kit. HG Perfectibility. Gunner Zaku Warrior. What's up, Pat T Cakes? Kyle Romano. Silversmith Gaming. Chase Howdy. I'm recovering from surgery, so I have a backlog of top coding to do. Well, it's good that you can get back to that. Sorry, my second MG Dynamiz I got from Dings and Dents, nice. It's Albert. Toy Mechanic RN. Just got hit with COVID. What's up, Digital Baka? Artie, what's up? Cover my physical therapist says I'm ahead of where I should be. Hope your recovery goes smoothly, thanks. Damn, boy still has a cough. I definitely do. What's up, Mr. Trashcan Bob? What's up? Alright. So water slide. So I think I left off last time I did the front half of the arms. So I'm going to try to do the back half today, among other things. I think I want to start like I did last time from the like the wrist side. Oh yes, but this one was annoying because the images I'm using only cover part way. So 75 I think is what I need next. Got my RG God Gundam. Nice, Jack. I'm both hoping that ours show up soon and that they don't show up soon, because we have a lot of God Gundam pre-orders to ship. It's going to make for a very, very busy week when they come in. What you building, Adrian? I'm working on the MG Wing Gundam. I built it a while ago, but I'm working on water slides tonight. I've been working on water slides on this the last few weeks, trying to make it my goal to get some items off of my like in progress to-do list, and hopefully onto my completed list. This is one of many that I've got built but not finished. Nick, when do your kids go back to school? It's the last weekend before school for us here in CT. Same here. My oldest starts on Monday, and then I think the youngest with the preschool starts midweek sometime. So that's exciting. Order one for you when it's available. Want to make an inner frame only. Don't know the legs, and it's very nice. It's cool. I had no immediate plans to get or build it, but I'm starting to think I might have to. With all the buzz around it, it's looking like it might be worth doing. If they last more than a few minutes in the shop, I might grab one. We're going to high build one here at a giveaway. Got to build an RG God for you folks when they come in. It's a new RG God Gundam, and I was wondering if y'all are going to get some for the shop. Yes, we've got a ton coming. They're up for pre-order on the site now. They'll hopefully be arriving in the next few weeks. I don't have a hard ETA though, because we don't really know when things are going to arrive for sure until they ship from Bandai. Speaking of buzz, I'm not hearing the interference. What'd you change, Nick? So basically, I think we fixed it towards the end of the stream last week, actually. Basically, I turned up the digital gain on Streamlabs and lowered the gain as much as I could on the mic itself. I played with that a little bit right before the stream started tonight, and managed to eke out a little bit more, I think. So that's basically it. Good evening, everyone. How are you, Nick? Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while for me. Welcome back, Drez. Water decals necessary. When I built my Wing Gundam model using the RG Wing Gundam EW model kit, the decals showed details that would appear in the mobile suit in the Gundam Wing anime. I mean, they're never necessary, but I like having them. You built a metal build before? Are they worth it? I haven't, so I can't really speak to that. Anyone release decals for the RG God Gundam yet? I don't know. Has anybody? Usually, like, Delpy will be pretty quick on stuff like that. How long do you leave the decals in the water before applying? Not super long, 30 seconds to a minute maybe. If the water is warmer, like lukewarm instead of cold, you don't need as much time. 17 and 18. Sorry about the party feeling better. A bit, Troy. I've still got a bit of a cough going on. I think I've been sounding horrible. People joke, the team joke in the warehouse about me dying and stuff. Consider making my own water decals for my build since I have a Cricut machine. Nice. To help you make a decal placement guide. Some of them they have images. A lot of them they use the manual images. I'm not ordering any MG Virtue sometime in the future. Yeah, we probably already have some more on order, or we'll be ordering whatever the next time they come around are. Anything Bandai, we pretty much are always trying to stock. If we don't have it, it's because we ran out. And the answer to ordering more is almost always yes, especially for Gundam stuff. It's just a matter of when they're getting produced and how many they're going to give us. Who do you think makes the best decals? I'm a big fan of Delpy decal. They make some really good decals. And I'd say they're definitely better than the Bandai decals I've used. I haven't used much else, but Delpy is definitely my favorite of everything I have used. Alright. I think the MG Heavy Arms would be high up on my MG list, but damn, it's up there. It's a good kit. You make water slides look so smooth and easy. They're not that hard. I've had a bit of practice. Okay, 38 and 39 I need next. run into issues of cutting enough decals out of the top of this that the sheet's losing all integrity. Credit those that use waterside decals in every kit. Just the 4 G-Force Impulse with them, it took forever. It can take a lot of time. It's a problem with bandai water slides. It's not a problem specifically. They're definitely not as good though, in my experience. It's just they don't go on as easy. They don't soften as easily. Whatever other details are, they just seems like the Delpies do better overall. I've used them in a pinch, and I'll continue to use the Bandai decals where it makes sense. Delpy's got a much larger selection, which is nice. And I just think they go on better, so I tend to use Delpy more often. Use primer setter for your water slides. I use Mr. Mark setter pretty consistently these days. I feel like it helps them stay on. Really matches up placement for the manual, but also thicker and prone to silvering. I haven't used any GB work. I need to try some at some point, considering we carry them. I've heard kind of mixed things. Some people love them, some people not as much. But I've pretty much heard exclusively good things about Delpy, so. Sometimes it comes down to the decal sheet you want for the kit you want. One brand's available, another one's not, or whatever. Maybe they don't make whatever that you want or need. Is it necessary to top coat after applying decals? I think it is. I prefer to myself because it helps protect them. Do stocking a PG kit soon. We've had 2 come in the last month. I think the PG Unleashed is the next one that we're due to get. I don't think they've shipped yet though. So I don't know when we'll get them, but I expect them at some point. 18 and 17. Do you know if Delpy does slides for PBNI kits? They definitely do. At least some of them. Sound like there's some fireworks outside. I wonder what the occasion is. EG kit's good. I've heard good things about all the EG kits. Easier in my mind to wait for Nick to get them to stock in North Mecha Warehouse. Looking for Shinmusha Gundam, but gets sold out so quickly. Should hopefully have our next Delpy restock soon. We placed an order relatively recently. We're working through some details. Apparently there's some sort of new tariff thing in place or something that affects the shipping cost. And we have to wrap our heads around that and get all the details figured out. So hopefully we can get a good resolution on that. Out of curiosity, what happens to non-American based viewers? They pick numbers chosen by the number generated during the giveaway. You're about to host tonight. So Christopher, basically we only ship to US addresses. So we've had people ship to friends or proxy services if they've won and they've been outside the country. We just can't ship it ourselves. So, but we haven't excluded anybody. So if you happen to win it and you have some way of getting it to yourself via shipping it to a US address, or if you have a friend you want to give it to or something like that, that's totally fair and valid too. Okay, 33 and 32. My son's 5th birthday party today. My wife and I are exhausted from all the prep that went into it. Meanwhile, my current work in progress look at me like, get to work or I'm never going to get done. Yeah, birthday parties, especially for young kids, is tough. Okay, so what did I say? These two are 33 and 32. You soak the parts in soap and water after cutting and sanding them. I do when I paint. Not so much as a soak as I drop them in the water with a little bit of soap in there and brush them off. Scrub them a little bit. I don't really soak them. Does the USVI count? I don't even know what that means. 33 and 32. Okay. Virgin Islands. Virgin Islands is US address. If we can ship to it inside the US, like by post office, so like APO, FPO count as US addresses, we just can't ship to like an actual other country. Guessing you just ship to Guam. Yes, Guam is fine. I realize my wedding is on a Saturday. That didn't occur to you beforehand? Acrylic glue used to attach the water decals on the hard model part surfaces. I don't know if it's really a glue because the decals don't really need any sort of glue, but this is a setting solution is what I would call it. Didn't click at the same night as the stream. There's some country vibes tonight. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Just random luck of the draw on the station, I guess. All right, so I think I got the 5 on the back, 5 on the front. Let's see if these arms have any other decals. Song is this Dream of the Sky by Miracle of Sound. Oh, looks like there is supposed to be a hand decal. But the pictures don't show the number. Let's see if it's in the other link that someone provided me. $28. I miss what kit is this? This is the MG wing. What size cutting board do you have for your work area? I'm in the process of trying to figure out what I'm going to need for mine once it's complete. This is a, I think it's like 21 or 22 by like 16. Actually, with these other inch or two here, it's probably like a 24 by 18. There you go. That's what it says over here. Watch a stream during the reception. There you go. That's a pretty extreme level of dedication right there. Okay, let's do these hand decals. And then I think the arms are done. I missed any of the giveaways, not yet. I'm gonna do these next two here and then we will post up our first draw of the night. Seen the resin 160 etc. I've heard of it. I don't think I've probably seen pictures. I don't think I've seen it in person though. Like how to make a Taco Bell run. Nice. I've been very disappointed with Taco Bell lately. The Taco Bell that I usually go to, not that I've been there in a little while since I was down for the count last week. Not feeling well and stuff. But last time I was there, they seem to be like super understaffed at the Taco Bell that I usually frequent. And this last time I was there, they just closed down the drive-thru. They didn't even have the drive-thru open, which I mean is a bummer in itself. But then when I went in there and started placing my order, I just got these like looks and size and whatever from the woman working there. Like, I get it. She's overworked. They're understaffed. But, you know, when you start placing your order and they're like, you're killing me here. And it's like, well, I guess I could, you know, go home and not place an order. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go back anytime soon. The one that's within DoorDash range of the warehouse seems to be pretty good. Except when you DoorDash it, it's not quite as the same. You're ordering right before closing. No, it was like 11:30. It was like before the rush even. It wasn't even like peak rush hour or whatever. Like, I get it, they're having trouble getting enough people in there to work or whatever. But, like, I don't know. I probably won't be back for a while. Okay. I think these arms are set. Means I think wings are up next. Yo, late as usual. What's up, Nick? What's going on, Paul? Why does it talk about breakfast sign under it if it isn't even open for breakfast? I was heavily disappointed. Yeah, they opened pretty late, even though they now offer breakfast. Close the standalone Taco Bell near me, and now only Taco Bell is in the one in the mall, and I'm not going to the mall just to get Taco Bell. I definitely wouldn't. My tacos, too bad Taco Bell does not have much locations in Montreal, and not even one close to my house. I went to Taco Bell once in Montreal when I was up there for a karate tournament, and it was like a PFK Taco Bell or whatever, you know, because it's not KFC up in Montreal, it's PFK, and it was the worst service and the weirdest food I think I've ever had from a Taco Bell. Okay, we're gonna do this first draw here. A little bit smaller audience tonight. So we're giving away a master grade Gundam Ground Type. And I guess we're talking about Taco Bell, so we might as well do a Taco Bell question. So let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 1100, and I want you to answer the question, what's your go-to Taco Bell order or item? Or, you know, you don't order Taco Bell because you don't go there or whatever is fine too. 1 to 1100, go-to Taco Bell item. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses, and you do have to be present to win now. So if we call your name and you don't claim your prize, then we will draw it a little bit later. Quite a few of their doors locked at lunchtime, drive-through only, which at lunch from work I do not do. See, I don't want to go in. I'd rather do the drive-through. So I wouldn't mind that. It seems like they've been short-staffed to go the other way around here, and they just take regular orders. Okay. I gotta find these wing decal notes here. Here we go. Tons of decals. I'm in a work van as a systems installer, so I try to eat in it more than I really have to. Makes sense. I don't work in my vehicle, so I'm usually grabbing Taco Bell like on my way home somewhere, and it's usually on my way home from like training or something, and my clothes are all sweaty and gross anyway. I know I gotta change when I get home, so I try not to drop stuff all over myself, but I don't kill myself over it. Questions about payments on pre-order. I placed my first pre-order with you, got RG God Gundam and 30-minute Mr. Sister Alkari. Do both items have to be in stock for they're shipped? Yes, by default. We only charge the one shipping fee, and that implies that we're shipping it all together. If you wanted to get that item that's in stock shipped ahead of time, you could contact support at mechawarehouse.com. We would gladly separate it off, but you'd have to pay the additional shipping to ship it out separate. Okay, 49 and 48. This side first. Fine with how it is, just want to know. Sure, no problem. Which wing gun was this? It's the MG wing, not the Verka, but I'm using the Verka water slides on it. Okay. 49, 48. Black Bean Chalupa. And on that pre-order question, I didn't do this, but what would happen if the pre-order doesn't come for half a year, and what would happen to the in-stock item? The in-stock item sits there until the other item shows up. We've had it happen before. This is why we generally recommend that if you're going to place a pre-order with multiple items or with in-stock and pre-order items, to be prepared that things aren't going to ship necessarily immediately. So like if you know that things have disparate months and when they come in by a long shot, then you probably want to order them on separate orders to make sure that you get your stuff that comes in sooner, delivered sooner. We do everything we can to keep everything safe in the warehouse, make sure we don't have issues and stuff like that. But the best way to guarantee you get your item with the least amount of hassle is to let it go ASAP. MG wing you're working on in stock in your store. This one isn't. The Verka, which is very, very similar, is, I believe, in stock. You guys remember frequent customers? How long does it take to remember someone usually? I definitely I see a lot of names. I can often tell you based on a Discord handle or a regular name, the real name or the Discord handle of that individual, at least in the right context. I don't know if there's a certain number of orders. I mean, we've got customers that have placed, 50 plus orders before. And I'm sure I probably know most of those customers by name because I've seen them so often. I'm sure I'm going to notice and remember less names now that Dylan's printing a lot of the packing slips and looking at all the orders instead of me. It's the largest order money-wise and quantity of kits you guys have ever seen. I know we've had an $1,000 plus order before, at least once. And I don't know about number of kits off the top of my head. Just thought it's a private warehouse thing. So we were talking about potentially doing a private warehouse thing by a subscription service. We most likely won't because the amount of logistics and headache involved to track all that and do it right, it's gonna be a lot of work and not really buy as much on our end. Mr. Nick doesn't know the name off the top of my head. Maybe not. I might not be able to connect the two, but I might see your order and know who you are, but I'm not sure. Find Verka, it's difficult to build, Nick. I don't think I've ever actually built a Verka. Let's see a person's name in the packing slips. I'm gonna find some 144 buildings for a diorama. Are there any in stock? We don't have any, although we did get the 30-minute missions road scene thing, city scene base thing in, which I guess is probably basically that kind of thing. You should look into that. Any N scale train stuff should be approximately the right scale. All right, I'm calling time, and then we're gonna draw this number. Any new IBO kits? I don't know about new. We got some IBO kits in this week. Kamara's Trooper, Gundam Vool. Is that how you pronounce it? What was the other one? Grayzine, I think. Alright, so drawing this number 309. 309 for the giveaway. I don't see it. I'll let you guys confirm. Okay, next up, 72 and 71. So we'll draw again in a little bit. How often do you paint your builds, if at all? Maybe like a third of the time recently. It's hard to say because I have so many in progress that the numbers are skewed. But I'm trying to transition to do more painting. I feel like I just ate a bug. There's a long question, Nick. Do you think we'll ever get more Xeon suits in RG form? I was here. The Zakus are hand grenades, and I hope for something more robust to appear. RG Dom, please. Probably. I don't control that, but I would imagine that they're going to continue to make more RGs, and that Xeon suits would be in the likely running for that. Just start restocking G Rework decals. We try to do gun primer and G Rework about monthly, so hopefully fairly soon. Although we're probably going to be a little delayed dealing with the big Bandai order. Fan of ever thought of doing a Gunpla Loot Crate mystery box Mecha Warehouse? I've thought about it. I'd have to really figure it out. A lot of shops have used it as a way to get rid of crap that they don't want, and I'd want to make it something that provides more value than that to our customers if we did it. The bug tastes good? Not really. I think it just flew straight down my throat. I want to like go back and look at the replay on that one because I would not be surprised if it actually flew into my mouth. Because it's not flying around. There's some like fruit fly or something that was in here. Just gross. Okay, where is 72? Here we go, 72 and 71. Not the protein I was looking for. So waterslide primers. Mr. Mark Setter we have. It's got like 10 mosquito bites, water, and the new tree in my pond. Pretty sure that's where it's protein, probably. The kid who's having a problem with trying to find the right decal set for it 3 or 4 lives ago. Yes. Yeah, I was having trouble finding the whatchamacallit, the manual or whatever I needed. Older kit, like to see we're done with the more modern molds. A lot of these wing kits actually, some of them are great. The actual wing designs, like this one could probably use a new mold. There's a bunch that I've heard need them, but I haven't built those kits, so. Played BioShock? I have not. The only game I've been playing lately, like literally like maybe this week, I think I downloaded it and started playing. I don't know why, other than maybe I had a little bit more time at home because I was sick and I was looking for something to kill some time with, I guess, was Door Kickers 2. I really enjoyed Door Kickers 1 and was looking for that kind of game, and I am quite happy with it. What MG Gundam kit is your least sold? I don't know off the top of my head. It's hard to say. I missed something? I don't think so, Dimitri. Nothing else than undergating MG Epion and Decide How would be amazing because it's near impossible not to have num marks in those two. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay, 55 and 56. Having trouble finding a runner number. Is there a place to find them? Can you elaborate, Eric? Like on the runner itself or in the manual or... Release of MG TV wing kits. I think there's an MG Wing TV version. I don't think anything else got the TV version though. I just got a Garaga and I lost the tail part. I'm trying to go through the replacement process. The tail didn't come on a sprue and I can't find a number for that part. I mean, it should say in the manual, I would think. So that's probably your best bet, is double checking the manual. I think I know what it is in the manual. I just don't know how to enter it into Bluefin. Oh, okay. So Bluefin, it should be an email that you need to send. I don't have the email address off the top of my head here. If you can't find it, email support@mechawarehouse.com. We'll gladly help you find that email address you need to send it to. Unless somebody's got it handy and can just drop it in the chat, maybe. All right. Yeah, Proto Wing MG kit. That's a nice kit. There's your military discounts. We don't have any special discount codes anymore at all, other than our sales, unfortunately. Okay, so next one up here, 49 and 48. Worry about if you lose the HG wasn't really lasting. I'm not sure I understand. Built any MM kits? If so, what are your thoughts? I haven't built any. I've seen a few builds on them in person though, and they look really nice. Bluefin still thing because it seems like they restructured recently. It's not called Bluefin anymore. It's BNTCA, Bandai Namco Toys and Collectibles America. Nice little mouthful. It's basically the same company though, because Bluefin was already owned by Bandai. They just, I think, formally merged the entities, changed the name, etc. Or size you need setter. You don't need setter. I think it helps. But you should be able to apply decals without it. All right. It's been a while since I've been able to catch a live stream. What's up, Maui? Hey, TJV. Took one of my IBO stuff and help with keeping it together and stable so far. Nice, Douglas. Okay, 64 and 65 will be next. But we should do the next draw, I think. All right. What's a kit you always wanted but never been able to get your hands on? The only kit right now that's like a grail kit for me is the HG Dendrobium. Kind of want that one. Everything else I've wanted, I've been able to get recently or have on the way. Okay, so second draw. Let's do a number between 1 and 650. And I want to steal that question. What's the kit that you've wanted but haven't been able to get your hands on? What's your grail kit, so to speak? So a number from 1 to 650, what's your grail kit? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You do need to be present to win. I think that's the whole spiel, so. And while you guys are putting those numbers in, I'm going to do this next decal. Number 64 and 65. Right. Use Hackerin or Grimoire Red Beret. I think the Hackerin we at least had in stock last week. I'm not sure if they're still in stock. Did we make a Super Zaku? I'm not sure. Question is, so to say peanut butter jet. The question already is grail kit. Well, my answer is still valid. I'll make sure to let you know what the peanut butter and jelly high grade kit comes out. This code thing, I got one from you back in June for my birthday. Hasn't expired yet, but when I go check out all the way before confirming purchase, I don't see the discount. I'm muted apparently, so you guys missed all that stuff. So off the top of my head, Silversmith Gaming, I don't really know what's going on. It should still be valid. The codes I think are good for 90 days. You do need to put the birthday dash part in too. Some people have entered the code without that and had trouble. But if that doesn't work, email support@mechawarehouse.com and I'll be glad to look at it. I just can't really check it right this second. Okay, 64 again. Oh yeah, I didn't add the birthday dash. Okay, well that's easy. To be fair, that's a fairly common mistake. I think sometime this summer we added to the email a little asterisk to remind people about that. So you might have gotten your email before we tweaked that if it doesn't say anything about it. Okay, I'll do this last pair here, and then I will draw our winning number. Someone needs to make an overhead camera that can see through my head and doesn't something I have to bump into. So I've pre-ordered the EXMG. Our pre-orders for that will go up when we get confirmations of how many we're getting. I have a feeling that's a kit that might get cut hard. Okay. I'll call time here in a sec. Okay, calling time. On deck, I've heard of cameras that folks use when walking that hang out behind them a few feet, manage to capture a wide view unobstructed by the user. That'd be pretty cool if that worked. For something like this. Okay, next number 186. 186. I don't see any winners. You guys can confirm though. And if that's the case, we will draw again in a little bit. Okay. 64 and 65 again. So drawing for this time. This time we're giving away an MG Gundam Ground Type. They just went, we just came in stock yesterday. I get that. Chime is the best sound in the world when it isn't your number. I get it now. When I do the search for the number and it comes up with the not found. Two-pack station are on fire. Ordered mine after drop. 3 minutes later, had shipping info. Yeah, it's been nice having 2 packing stations. We're able to move a lot faster. Not getting as behind on the really crazy days. And just a normal day like this past restock. Like a normal restock day. We're staying on top of things pretty well. So an HG or an RG. The one I'm working on now, Evil Hippie, is an MG. More trusted Nick doing the decals. Nick Gundam Ground Type, to be honest, I have so much trouble putting it on. What kind of trouble do you have putting on decals? Maybe I can help troubleshoot a little bit. I'm far from like a master at this, but I've done a few. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it. Oh, my sense of scale is off. How's the studio looking? Good. Paint's all done. We just need the signs primarily. mean, my hands aren't steady enough and I'm too much of a perfectionist. Steady isn't really that important as long as you can be stable briefly enough to make the movement of the decal. I find that I use my tweezers because I'm lazy, but a toothpick would probably work just as well and be a little safer. Let's see how you put the large decals on those wings. I'm probably not going to end up putting the large ones on, actually. I don't really like those really big, like the Colonies, whatever one that's supposed to be part of this kit, I think. Oh, I think I put that one in the wrong place. That's okay. Okay, so over in the white here. Somewhere across that 64 and 65 again. These tweezers help placing Q-tip to hold down. So the MGEW kits, water decals are decent to learn with. Been hesitant to start trying water decals. I mean, like any kits are pretty good. More water in the kit so it floats around so you get it where you want it. It's okay to drop some water on it too. Absolutely. Problems with putting them on a kit, which is why I think long decals especially are the ones that give me trouble. I would sell drawer of decal sheets for specific kits. I'm really not a fan of water decals. I think just the ones that come with some kits. I don't know if there's much of an aftermarket dry rub decal market. A little late, but here, how goes it tonight, Nick? Pretty good. Wyatt, how are you? Okay, can't complain. That's good. This is my first waterslide kit. Nice. What do you people think of the design of the new aerial kit that's coming out for the new show? I like the aerial from what I've seen of it so far. That said, I think the SD for the aerial looks cooler than the HG. Like, it's a design that seems to be well suited for being turned into an SD. For whatever reason, I'm not sure why that is. Bar just crossed with Exia. I like it, yeah. I like it too. Okay, bottom parts of the wings now. These wings have so many decals. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe that I would do still per. And then there's the same stuff on the other side too. I have no idea there's an SD, it looks good. Yeah, the SD was announced when the HG was, I think, too. SD kit for Titans or AU Mark II, I believe so. Okay, so 54 and 53. Camphor high mobility type kit. That'd be cool. I mean, isn't Camphor kind of high mobility anyway? Is there like is there high mobility design of that? Should reprint the land roadie outside of the dual kit. That is crazy expensive now. Wait, is this crap? People really watch this. Hello, Captain Crunch. Welcome. Got one on engage. So we gotta find one. The SD is the only grade I have. The Mark II. So Nick, we need the personal chef yet? Yeah, I wish. I'd love to have a personal chef. I'd probably actually start eating healthy. Panel line this kit too, or just decals? It has been panel lined already, so I'm doing the decals and then I'll put a top coat on there. To finish it off, and then I'll call it good. Just hire me, bro. I'll literally work for plastic. I don't think I have enough plastic. Okay, what's next on this one? 20 and 19. And 20. Yeah, I'm about to crash. Enjoy the rest of the stream, everyone. Good night. See you later, Michael Foster. Let me release Blue Water Slide for any kid. I would love to release our own water slides. Just go. Probably won't happen for a while though. I need dry paper to take excess water off first, which I never did. Yeah, it definitely helps having a paper towel or something to absorb the excess water off the decal itself. A right way to clean up undergated parts. Like, should I just snip, or should I be sanding, filing still? Depends on how much is visible after the cuts. So overall business plan for Mecha Warehouse, like where do you see it in 5 and 10 years? That's a hard one to answer. I don't have like a formal business plan. I've got plenty of ideas, and a lot of them are not things I've shared publicly. Mostly for the edge of hopefully when we do bring those ideas to market, no one else will have thought of them. Even though our execution will be better than whatever anybody else attempts. In my opinion, but we've been keeping a lot of those ideas under wraps just so, because I don't know how long it will take to implement them. What would it take to make a Mecha Warehouse decal we put on models? The hardest part right now is just literally getting the artwork done. That's the main limiting factor. Once we have artwork, though, it's mainly a matter of getting a decal printer to do the manufacturing of them. I hear flexing. Well, I mean, so I only say that because, like, so many people won't share their ideas, or they'll keep their ideas completely under wraps, worried that someone's going to steal their idea, and really it's the execution of the idea that matters, right? Like Uber, for example, there's Uber and Lyft, and there were probably several other businesses that tried to do the same thing, and the one that won, or the ones that are winning, are the ones that did it well, not necessarily the ones who had the idea, because it wasn't that unique of an idea. So I firmly believe that our advantage will be in doing whatever we're going to do well, and we'll just execute well. I'm not too worried about the idea being a surprise per se, but I want to be able to come first to market with the things that I know are our ideas, if that makes sense. W and X. Hello, Uber for Gunpla. So I mean, the grand vision stuff, the stuff that I can talk about, like I suspect we'll start carrying figures and other stuff at some point that isn't just kits. We'll continue to expand the lines of what kits we're carrying. And stuff like that. But beyond that, it's kind of a shush. Mum's the word kind of thing going on until I get a chance to really plan it out and execute. You heard here first, folks. Mecha Warehouse is starting at Gundam Cafe / amusement park. Shh, gotta keep all those ideas quiet, man. I do a blog on the beards of Mecha Warehouse. There are a bunch of beards at Mecha Warehouse. So what would you say is holding you back from doing this more innovative ideas? Time, money, and just resources in general, primarily. The biggest thing is literally just capital. We've got so much money right now tied up in product and paying for these much larger shipments we've got coming in, and we just literally, you know, if I had $1 million, say, to throw out a large round number to use for inventory purchases and stuff like that, then it would free up capital to do some of the other things I want to do. Anything change as far as logging into your account? It's not recognizing my email now. Nope, it's all still the same as it has been. If you're still having trouble, feel free to email support. We'll try to get back to you when we can. It could just be that you're using the wrong email address or mistyping something, maybe. Hopefully it's something simple like that. But did anyone win? Someone win yet? Not yet. We still have the prize up for grabs. We'll actually be doing the next draw in a moment. 101 blue, 01 win. That's a good example of something that would require capital. Ground Type, what year was that made? Good question. I want to say it's an early 2000s or late 90s, but I don't have that number or that date in front of me. HG Blue 01 is a dream kit. What's the lore behind Blue 01? Like, how tall would a 1-1 be? 1-1 would be, I forget. Oh crap. Forget the exact numbers. I want to say it's like 16 to 20 feet tall, somewhere in that range, I think. When we were trying to calculate it out, we figured it should be able to stand inside a normal, like, tall ceilinged warehouse because of the whole Mecha Warehouse thing. Should have the notes somewhere on that, I think. I want to put out like a blueprint design print at some point. It would be kind of cool. Okay, yeah, we're going to do our next draw. Blue 01 a sentient robot, mech suit, or a full-size mecha robot. It definitely has a pilot. Blueprint design would be neat. That'd be nice for cutting mat. Be cool on a cutting mat. Be cool on a t-shirt or poster. We just need to spend design art time. Blue 01 print, if you will. Right. Okay. Let's do our next draw. So... question. I mean, speaking of poster, we do have a poster. You can kind of see it behind me a little bit back here. We do have those still up on the website. So welding shop in Oklahoma that made a scale Optimus Prime Bumblebee. You should do that outside the warehouse. That'd be pretty cool. Do you have a website for them? You can feel free to send me a link or a email address or website or whatever that I can check out. It's the pilot there secretly building it for Mecha Warehouse. We got the space now. If you ever see a big tarp go up in our weekly updates or something, you know what might be behind that. Okay, what was my question going to be? Getting the robot Nick. Get someone to make an STL file for him. I'd buy the file, 3D print that guy right up. So I guess we're talking about Blue 01 and a kit. So who would buy a kit of, actually, no, better yet. So number between 1 and 400, and if we were going to make Blue 01 in a scale or grade, like what grade would it be? Like, should it be like a high grade, an SD, a master grade, something else? Like, what would be the one that you would buy if we were going to make it? Keep in mind, it'd probably be more expensive than the Bandai equivalent. So 1 to 400, what grade should we make a Blue 01 kit in if we were going to mimic the Bandai grades? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. And you need to be present to win. Of course, everybody's going to say like MG. It's probably the least likely that we'd be able to do as a first go just because of the cost. I'd love to be able to do an MG kit. Okay. 58. No. 64, 65. HG would be a good promo swag opportunity. Yeah, I think like an HG or EG level design would be more likely, more doable. But I don't know. We'd have to see. All right. PMW for the other colors. I wonder how many we would actually sell is the real question. So I'd love to offer one. The question would be how many we'd have to make to recoup that mold cost. Okay, 58 and 57. See a Mecha Warehouse series going from this, where Nick goes out in blue to say builders from scalpers and bootleggers. It's a body shop, not a welder. I'll DM it in the Discord. It's a pretty cool conversation piece and gets people coming in just to take pictures, I bet. I've seen some like places online that have done those kinds of sculptures and stuff. So I'd be totally, that'd be really cool, but I don't think they're cheap to make something like that. Do like a pre-order type deal, verify how much you would need to produce. Maybe. The problem is if we didn't get to the number we needed, we'd have to refund everybody and eat the refund costs. Like a Kickstarter or something would potentially work. Say, G is their own kit and it's sold out both times. They had it available, so I think Blue One kit would sell good too. They also have a larger customer base. At least right now. I'm sure eventually we would have enough interest. Do you have the stained glass display in the new warehouse? It's currently in the window of my office, so if you drive by, you can definitely see it from the outside. Kickstarter, I might. I'd have to I had to do all the legwork on figuring out what it would cost. And a lot of that cost would have to get sunk in to really know for sure, I think. But maybe you have a more loyal customer base than I do, and that's true. Then with the Kickstarter, you'd reach more than your typical customer base. I don't know how many people would be interested in it that aren't already customers or aware of the brand, though. Do something like the G-frames. I don't know if that would actually be any cheaper. But the hard part is all the design work, and then you need all the molds and stuff. And molds are expensive. What's the range in question? The question, range 1 to 400 question is what grade should we make a Blue 01 kit, and if we were going to make a Blue 01 kit. Contract it out to one of the big third-party makers like Dragon Mocha or Debon or pros that stuff. I don't know, honestly. Better, I'm a digital designer sculptor. I design toys, figurines, and model kits for almost 30 years. We can talk if you're interested. Sure, Jason, send me shoot me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com. Even better if you got like a resume or whatever. I'd be interested to see what kinds of stuff you've been working on, because I might at the very least have some great questions for you on maybe what other kinds of questions I need to ask when I'm start talking to manufacturers and that kind of stuff. And there's definitely like a lot of legwork, I think, and that kind of thing from my experience doing product design stuff in my previous career. It's definitely not a like, oh, let's just make a kit. Like there's a lot of steps involved and potentially a lot of cost. Thanks to the sub, Brad McKinney. So reference sheet for Blue 01. I feel like I've never seen a full body for it. That's kind of like we want the blueprint design was supposed to be for that. So like I need to kick Nickel about doing that. All right, I'm gonna call time here. In just a moment. The reference sheet for Blue 01. I feel like I've never seen a full body for. I already answered that. What about a figure to start? Maybe. I feel like there'd be less interest in a figure. Maybe not. If it was a static figure, it'd probably be much less expensive to manufacture, so that might be doable. Okay, calling time. And drawing our number 394 this time. 394. Yeah, I don't see it. You guys can confirm. We'll draw again at the end. Okay, 61 and 60. At least my streak is unbroken. Oh man, okay. a few more for this side of the wings. So many decals. Oh, it was a number. It was 394. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna actually throw the next number out there, the next range out there, and we'll take our last numbers for the night. Excuse me. 4 more decals in this one, I think, for these wings, so we'll hopefully match up with the end of the stream here. Let's see, question. Decals on that kit that is not on the manual. No, I don't think so. I'll be putting a few less than there are on the, from the manual, I think, on it. But it's pretty much going to match the manual, I think. Okay. What was everyone's most recent? There we go. Thank you. I was trying to think of a good question, and I had one that tipped my tongue, but that one's even better. So, number from 1 to 125, and what's the most recent kit that everyone's built? What have you built most recently? What's the last thing you've finished? 1 to 125, last kit you finished. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. You need an answer and the number in the same post. You need to be present to win, to claim. We only ship to U.S. addresses. I think that's the whole spiel. I need an automated message for that. Okay, so I've got 2 more, so 54 and 53 down here. Soccer 2 Revive, nice. Called a Weird Tales, nice. MG Talkies, cool. Technically got in the Origin Soccer 2C, but a couple hours with the Omega Bond X antibody. Nice, up to the minute updates on that one. Okay, let's see. It's a question and number range. Number range is 1 to 125. Question is what is the most recent kit you've built? Most recent kit you've finished? Or both have to be in the same post too. If you put just a number and your number gets called, that is not eligible to win. They both need to be in the same line. The whole point of the question is to get around some funky YouTube filter. I see a fly in here again. Maybe I didn't eat it, or maybe his friend showed up. I'm not sure. Second fly to establish dominance. I mean, if I already ate the first one, haven't I already established dominance? Totally unrelated, but if you'll get any extra Diablo sauce packets lying around, it goes great. Mixed with ketchup and on some homemade fried fish. Interesting. Number range 1 to 125. So question, what's the most recent kit you've finished? Okay. My last 2 decals for the night, 30 and 31. Obviously not still being harassed. Entering, but I'm trying to finish the MG Zaku 2 before stream ends by the hand. Or not let me get the Zaku machine gun in place. Getting weapons in hands can be very challenging at times. Right. So Nick, I have been at even older HD kits with better weapon handling. Oh shoot. I hate these long ones. Most decals I don't have too much trouble with, but it's the long, flat ones that I feel like you always nudge something and either bend it or nudge something and just knock it completely off path. And the most obvious when they're not lined up just right. Alright, so half the wings are done anyway. I just realized that wasn't up to live stream. Nick, could you tell Mrs. Moose to stop killing her party on Oregon Trail? It's embarrassing. She's probably going to kill me. I don't want to be a party in that, so I'll just keep quiet. Do the long ones in my Force Impulse backpack, and they were a pain. Yeah, they're definitely the worst. Okay. Calling time here in a sec. And then we will draw our number, and then we will probably call it a night. Hopefully we get a winner in this next draw. Okay, time is called number 78. That's got to be a number, right? Someone's got to pick that. That's too much of a Gundam number. Pearson Stewart. Okay. Who else? Kyle Walter. Is that it? Patrick or Pearson Stewart and Kyle Walter. A bunch of 78s, but because a lot of people built ARC 78 variants. Unsurprisingly. All right, looks like we have a coin toss, which is awesome. We haven't had a coin toss in a while. We will flip the most recent coin. Still have these available, by the way, so if you're on the Discord and you want one of these coins, feel free to DM me and we can help make that happen for $15. So what was the number? The number was 78, Tim. So Kyle and Pearson, whoever calls heads or tails first gets their choice of heads or tails, and then we'll flip the coin. It's been a while since we had a coin toss, I think. Good luck, I'm going to bed. Night all. See you later, Matthew. So Kyle and Pearson, heads and tails. Looks like Pearson is going to defer to Kyle to pick heads or tails. Go heads, cool. So if it comes up heads, it's Kyle. If it's tails, it's Pearson. I'll flip it, catch it, throw it in the back of my hand. If I drop it or anything like that, I will re-flip. So good luck, guys. Let's do it. Let's see if I can still flip a coin. It's been a moment. I feel like that was a good flip. Should I message you or Custer about the coin? Jack, I would message me directly. I'll probably won't get back to you till Monday on it, but email me personally. All right. Looks like it came up heads. Congratulations, Kyle Walter. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your shipping info, and we'll send that out this week. Congratulations. And that worked out nearly perfectly. So thank you all for hanging out tonight. Hope you guys had a good time. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be doing this again, I believe, next week, as we usually do, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Be giving away something else, hopefully finishing up the water slides maybe. We got the other half of these wings, shield, and rifle to do, so we should hopefully be pretty close next week, if not completely there. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Jack Chan, which email? Support@mechawarehouse.com is the email for the contest, or if you're going to Discord me for the coin, you just DM me on the Discord would be best for the coin, since it's a Discord only thing. I'll need your handle anyway. So thanks all.